morning and welcome back, and sorry for the break in videos. Anyway, right, so yeah, this is probably going to be a short episode, as it were, but I thought we needed to I needed to document it, because we're coming to the end of the era, an era of me being here at Debdale. So it's the last few days here, and it's basically just tidying up and shutting up shop, I'm afraid to say. Right, well, this is momentous, is overuse of the word, but you see me standing here at the table saw many times before if you've watched previous episodes, but this is the last piece of wood that I'm going to be cutting up on the table saw. There's an asterisk there. I've actually got to then chop all the scrap into 20cm pieces that'll fit in the stove, but that's another thing. However, I'm just going to cut the pieces up because I have one day left at the table saw, and then it's going to a new home.
There's also this firewood to be cut up, but I have to confess that some of this might go to the tip, because even with the roof boxes, I'm not sure I've got anywhere to put it on the boat.
So I'm very last minute just doing what is very much an optimisation job, and I meant to do it when I actually made these. These are the bars from the solar boxes, and what I'm doing is just enlarging the holes with Chris's stand drill, and the stand drill means I can get the holes more in line than if I was trying to do it with a hand drill, which I would be having to do if I didn't do this now. And then what I'm doing is I'm cutting up this aluminium tube, which has got a 10mm outer diameter and 6mm, and then I will epoxy that in, and then there's a little bushing for the threaded rod where the solar cells go. So hopefully, because beforehand, when it was just 6mm hole, the threads were catching on the hole itself. So hopefully that helps it to slide on and off the rod easier. That's the idea anyway. Whether it works, I will find out when I've glued and tried them. I'm cutting up some extra rod, so when I flip the solar cells panels to the other side, I have to keep unscrewing the rods, which I was having to do till now. Probably one of the least looked forward to jobs is to turn this nightmare of a container into a clean, empty box again, which I think is going to involve quite a while. So happily, Rachel has lent me her trolley, which is I'm trundling back and forth between the container and the boat rather than dragging stuff.
Well, long-time viewers who've been watching since the start will may have noticed that for months, if not, well, literally years, there's been a piece of insulation board that was hanging up there. But it wasn't just random, it was kept for a purpose, one that I've been putting off. Anyway, I'm going to use this to make a small hot composting box to use with the separating toilet that will fit in one of the rear stern lockers.
This is bringing back such happy memories of last August. August 22, that is. It's almost like I feel like I'm going full circle just as I'm finishing. I'm back at the start. I'm even getting to use the old expanding foam again. I realise that you can barely see them, but there are two hot composting boxes in the stern locker. Yeah, I'm not taking off the tonneau cover, so just for this, but you know, it's two boxes made of slab insulation. You can get the picture in your own mind. That's the Triton in its new home, and I have to say it's been a wonderful friend. Excellent service. I didn't use it to 1/10 of its capabilities, but still, I was very glad I had it, and it's a shame to see it go. But you know, practically, I can't be. Haven't got room to keep it. And Harry's also taken my plywood holder, which tickles me. Right, to the tip. Not Rachel's bike, by the way. That should be the last time I'm doing those gates. Well, there's the container, finally looking tidy. So I'm having my leaving drinks with some of the people from the hard standing and some of the staff. So yeah, although I'm not quite leaving, there've been some really nice people to work with over the last year and a bit. So I thought a quick bit of socialising was necessary. And I know that some other people on the boatyard watch this, so very sorry if you're not invited. But really, there are literally limits of how many people you can get on a boat without it starting getting quite dangerous, so I'm kind of at the limit of the people. The boat is already quite swinging around, I have to say. Anyway. Right, well that's us all packed up, and so off to London for a bit, and then up to Yorkshire. Well, it's the last time I'm doing this on my own. Well, morning, and as you can see, I'm back from my trip, haircut, beard trim, and so this is it. It's amazing. The weather, as people in Britain will know, it's been absolutely non-stop rain. But for today, and today only, it's actually a lovely sunny day yet again. And so that's an excellent day to do my first bit of cruising. So yes, today is actually leaving Debdale. And while it is in some ways sad, obviously, you know, life moves on and I need to actually get places. And the place I need to get to is Aylesbury, where I've hired a wet dock to paint the boat. Which alas though, the plans have been well and truly cocked up because CRT have extended the winter stoppage on the Aylesbury Arm. to the point past where my booking is, so that's had to be cancelled. And now the nearest booking I can get is at the start of February. So that means that I'm going to have a very leisurely. I need to start now because there are other stoppage I need to get past, but. I'm going to have quite a leisurely sort of meander down the Grand Union Canal, which is fine because as well as moving down, as you know, I've got an awful lot to do still inside. There's, I feel I'm going to be the modern day equivalent to the Flying Dutchman, only this time I'll be constantly cruising the canals of England and putting in trim because there's so much in that boat that I look to do. And then you say all the painting inside, so plenty to do. But having said that, this is obviously, there's not going to be so much going on. So this is definitely not the last video. I'm going to continue this to use a term, the bitter end. I started these series so that I could document this important project of my life, and I will keep going until this is done, which including the outside of boat. However, as I'm just not going to be now, thank goodness, working my socks off 7 days a week, I'm just not going to have enough material to make a video each week, and so they'll become a lot more sporadic. I would imagine if I get 1 or 2 for the rest of the year, well, that's probably what I will aim to. So yes, I know some very kind viewers have said, well, yes, people said just turn it into a narrow boating blog itself, but quite frankly, my life is just not that interesting, and I just couldn't get enough material together. I don't want to see myself just pooting along canal. However, enough rambling. So just a few more preparations to do here, and then I'll say my parents are accompanying me for the first couple of days along the way. I'm not forcing them onto the video like previous times, but yes. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I'm starting to sound like it's the last video, it's not, but for the regular viewers, thank you so much for your regular viewerdom. And I've never ever said this before, but if you do want to see that when a new video comes in, if you subscribe, I do believe that YouTube tell you, not that you have to subscribe. And so in the meantime, I hope everybody's doing well, take care, and I'll be in your inboxes just as soon as possible. Well, goodbye Debdale.